Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Nelly and I am an indie author of 7 books. And today we are working on book 8. Kind of book, what is that? 11, 12, 11, I think. Multiple books, basically. So it is 1:24. It's kind of late in the day. I did already write for Wins, which is book 3. Well, actually, I don't think you knew the name of that. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's novel 3 in the Catcher series. My goal for the next couple days is just to write at least one scene a day for that, so that I can put more of the focus on Ice, which is novel 2, because I'm doing draft 4 of Ice, which is usually more of like a simple read through for like regular tweaks before I send it to an editor. But this time around, because I didn't fix all the beta stuff last in draft 3, I'm gonna be fixing some of them in this draft. Meaning, like, if you saw those vlogs, chapter 7 I didn't get around to fixing, chapter 16 I didn't get around to fixing, and then there was like 2 scenes, including the epilogue at the end, 2 or 3, something like that, that I didn't get around to writing. So I need to do approximately 17 to 18 chapters a day in order to finish in 3 days, which is my goal. Because ideally, I like to send it to my editor on Thursday. So yeah, so today's goal is to pretty much start it, do the prologue, and then get through to chapter 16, which will be those 2 beta fixes that I ended up skipping. I wound up doing those. So for the most part, that's 17 chapters, and like the prologue counts as 1. That's 17 chapters, of which 15 of them are pretty much just straight like edits and tweaking, maybe like sentences or like cutting out words or stuff like that. And then those 2 will be more like slowing down to actually work on. I've been avoiding doing this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I like all day, not in general, but like today, because I've been avoiding doing this for like 2 hours. I don't know if it's because I am nervous about getting to chapter 7 and 16 or what, but yeah, we need to get to work. It is 8:51. I literally barely got work done yesterday. I did that one scene of book 3, which is great. And then I only edited from the prologue to chapter 5. So we are very, very, very far behind. But I was like, okay, I'll just dedicate all of Tuesday to editing it, even though that's definitely not the plan. I forgot I was doing something today. You know what's funny? I didn't actually forget because I've been talking about it, but it wasn't in my calendar. Like, I forgot to put it in my calendar. So when I was planning around any work, I just forgot that it's not there. So basically all of today I just have editing this book. But at like 2:30ish, my roommate and I are going to pick up our Christmas tree. So, and like because we're going to her hometown because her dad sells trees, so we're gonna go pick up a tree, but we're also gonna be at the hometown, so we're gonna like stay there a little bit. So I don't know what time we're getting back. And usually once it gets really dark, I'm just getting work done is very, very difficult for me. So this is still getting sent to my editor on Thursday. I will make sure, even if it's late Thursday, it's still Thursday. It's just I was gonna do a very big writing day on Thursday for book 3, so now that's gonna have to get changed to maybe like Friday or something. Anyway, I'm about to start on chapter 6, and then chapter 7 is the one with some tweaks to it, which honestly, when I looked at the tweaks, I'm like, okay, it's not gonna be that bad. But then I don't know, it might be bad. So like in terms of how much I have to add, which is I think why I keep wanting to avoid it. And I really want to avoid chapter 16. Although chapter 16 I feel like again shouldn't be bad because it's right now it's written passively. I just have to turn it into active voice. So, like, the story's still there. I just need to switch up how it's told. Anyway. This is stressing me out. Okay, it is... Actually, I don't know what time it is. It's 10:40. I've been at this for, like, just under an hour and a half. And we did chapter 6, 7, which we... 7... Like, all the chapters have, like, a little bit of adding to, and then there's, like, a little bit of deleting, but, like, it's mostly adding to. 7 wasn't as bad as I thought. Problem is, so I've done 6, 7, 8, and I'm on 9 now. Problem is, as I was doing 7, I realized there's a whole other scene I need to add. And then I was like, okay, I'll add it later. Now I'm doing 9. That scene I'm adding in 7 is like there's the continuation of that scene that could happen here. So I've added a new chapter and I've taken 9. So 9 has 2 scenes in it right now. The first scene is still there. The second scene I'm putting into chapter 10 and making that new scene the second scene of chapter 9, if that makes sense. So this entire process is now going to take extra long because I'm adding more scenes than I thought. But it is important. It's actually like making me remember what the beta reader said of like, you know, a lot of the plot, like the fantasy plot, not the romance plot, a lot of the plot section of this is kind of missing. And like I knew the the actual plotline part wasn't as strong because I feel like I always write romance plots better than fantasy, like regular plots. But yeah, it's definitely lacking. So it's nice though because I kind of like I do have an idea of what these scenes are gonna be, so it's easier, and I'm glad it's coming out this way because like before it was like I kind of knew it was lacking, I just didn't know what was lacking, like I didn't know what to add in there. But now I know what those 2 scenes are gonna be, and it actually works out because that second scene is like something that I was thinking about. I was like, I need something to depict how cruel someone is, but I didn't know how to incorporate that, and now I feel like we've got it. I don't really know what the cruel act is gonna be, but I feel like we got it. So if you couldn't tell, I'm actually better now. It's just the cough is still there, but I am feeling a lot better now. So we're gonna go, I think I'm gonna finish editing this scene because I had already started editing the second scene when I thought of adding this other scene in chapter 9. So I'm gonna finish editing that one, I think. Because here's the thing, because I made it a new chapter, I have to add a couple paragraphs at the beginning to like tie in the new scene to this scene. So I'm thinking I could the cough is just killing me. So I'm thinking actually what I should probably do is go back and write those 2. It's hard because like the stress of like writing those 2, it's not the stress of writing the scenes, it's more like the time stress of I'm definitely not gonna have this done by tomorrow, which means I have to send it to my editor on Friday because I feel like I'm gonna need all of tomorrow and all of Thursday in order to finish this. But I also want to work on book 3 at some point because I'm just doing 1 scene a day right now. So I could do 1 scene in like 45 minutes. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm nervous because it's already 10:40 and I have to be ready by 2:30, which means by like 2-ish to 2:15 I need to start getting changed, which is a lot of time. But also this is including prologue and epilogue, 55 chapters. And now I've added 1, so 56 chapters. So yeah, also I'm just realizing that new scene in chapter 7, am I gonna need to add a new chapter? I feel like, because it's already kind of a long chapter, but I feel like it plays so nicely into that chapter, I don't want it to be a new chapter. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I'm doing a live stream with KD right now, like one of the recordings, and that's what that sound is. So our time's over. Okay, bye. Okay. We actually wrote 2 scenes. We didn't finish writing the second scene because I don't really know what I'm gonna like the of the scene. Not entirely sure yet. Doesn't matter. We still worked past it. We edited the scene that like I cut to make a new chapter of. And now we're starting the chapter after that. But now I feel like so basically like we're through to chapter 10. We're on chapter 11. Now I feel like I have to switch chapter 11 and 12 around for it like to make more sense together. So I was just going through. No, we're on chapter 10. So I've switched 10 and 11 around, which are the new 11 and 12. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I was going through the chapter after that to make sure that switching it would still make sense, and it does. So yeah, this is the most work I've put into a draft 4, but I feel like it's gonna make it so much better. But also, I was looking at the word count, and I feel like this book might actually be as long as Flames. Like I thought it was gonna be max around 110,000 words. I feel like 125, 130, it'll get there. Flames was 129,000. So, yeah. We're exactly 25% of the way through. So, I mean, things are going well. I have 3 more chapters to fully edit, and then we're on chapter 16, which is a rewrite, which we'll see. I still haven't finished that second scene, but that's fine. I'll do it later. Which is gonna be something, because then if I do it later and I have to keep talking about it, I'll have to keep going back and changing the. Anyway, 3 more chapters to just regular edit, and then chapter 16 to rework, and then I have like 22 chapters or so of regular edits, unless I come up with more scenes. But like at this point, regular edits. Which feels like it shouldn't be bad, but also I'm a very slow reader, and a lot of like regular edits is just me reading it and like trying to see where I need to delete words, add words and stuff. But because I'm a slow reader, it takes a while. But yeah, things are going really well. I'm starting to actually get nervous about, because I made these tweaks to the beginning of the book, how the romance is coming off, like if there's enough tension for the romance. Now I'm like, no, there isn't. So we'll see the next time I read it, which will be around proofing time or copy edit implementation time. I'm not sure yet, but it'll be in like a month, because this is going to my editor once I'm done. And I have like 75% of the book to do, so it's gonna be a while. But yeah, it's nearly 2. It's like 140, 145 right now. So I'm gonna go change, get ready. Maybe I'll work on another chapter while I wait for my roommate. Maybe not, we'll see. But yeah, things, especially after yesterday, things are going really well. I also haven't worked on book 3 today. So ideally, I could do that. I feel like I'm not going to, but like, that would be nice. I don't think I showed when it was a mess in here, but we got the new table up. We got the tree up. The old table needs to go, but it's starting to get there. Then there isn't much change here. That mirror is going over here. We're back. It is kind of late, actually it's not that bad. It's 8:50. We've been back for like an hour, but we were like putting up the tree, because the second you bring it, you need to like screw it in to let it start falling. And then we started dealing with the table, because we had to attach the legs and like make sure they were sturdy. They're from like this free page on Facebook for our city, so it's already been used and all. Both of our tables, even the old one was like that. And then I did a quick body shower, and now I'm gonna call my mom, because she was calling me. But I like to tell myself I'm gonna do work, but I feel like I'm not gonna do work. Also, I got a small clip of us at the tree place. That's my roommate's dad's place. And then I got a small clip of a couple of the houses that we passed that had a bunch of lights up. We passed more, but like I only got that one small clip. So I'm gonna add those in here too. But yeah, it's been a festive day. It's been great. Now back to work.